Starts Thursday at the Knoxville Convention Center. Get out and thank Madisonville Marine. That's Madisonville Marine. You see it there for bringing you today's show. And now we can go back to the bull. I'm not sure what happened there. Well, you don't even have to. John Currie got made fun of. There you go. John Currie got made fun of for wearing a 98 national championship ring at his press conference. 99% of the people making fun of him weren't on the 98 national championship team or in the athletic department. So that's kind of silly. Next, dropping names like he did of the Vol Legends. Folks, he's trying. Now, you may not like the hire, and it may not be a good hire, but at least be fair. For years, people have said, these guys don't try. He's trying, so don't make that a negative. Okay, rapid fire questions. We got 20 seconds to talk about all the other sports that have happened this week, and we can't even cover that. Mark Pankratz, let me get a tight shot here. Chris, our fine director, who's dealing with technical issues back in the booth. I'm sure he's cursing right now. I don't know if you can get a shot there. There we go. This is the SEC Tournament. Tennessee will play Georgia Thursday, 1 o'clock in the second round. If they win, congratulations, you get Kentucky. Mark, this team had lost a billion games in a row. They fall down 16, and of course they get up the mat and win on senior day. Where is this team mentally, physically going into the tournament?
To me, I don't care where they're at mentally. They need to figure out how to continue to defend like they did the second half. Because if you can't defend, J.J. Frazier is going to put up another 30 to 40 piece performance against you. So they got to be ready to defend the ball come Thursday afternoon. Okay,
Mike Strange, Lady Vols went to the SEC tournament, didn't win a game for the first time since 1993. How big is next year? Now, depending on how this tournament goes, the NCAA tournament, how big is next year for Holly Warlick, considering there's a new AD and she's got the #1 recruiting class in the country?
Well, it's huge, and it really doesn't have anything to do with losing the SEC tournament. That didn't help, but it's huge because next year, I believe, will be like her 6th year. So she's had plenty of time. She'll have a good team with pretty much everybody back off this team, unless somebody leaves, and that #1 recruiting class coming in. So there will be plenty of time to have had a fair evaluation of her, and it's a big year.
Okay, Jimmy Himes. UT made 3 new hires. Let's go ahead and put this graphic up. UT made 3 new hires in the football staff. It seems Jones is really trying to upgrade his staff, and that UT and Dave Hart are supporting him. You see offensive analysts, defensive analysts coming, quality control coach, some NFL guys coming in there. Your thoughts on the staff upgrades?
Well, I like it. I think in a lot of sports you see copycats, and that's what Alabama and Nick Saban have been doing for years. And obviously it's paid some benefit. So I think when you bring in people that have some NFL knowledge like he's doing, I think that's very positive. It used to be that it was the 22-year-old graduate assistant getting some of these, but I'm all for it. And if it helps you win a game somewhere along the way, I think that's a good thing to get additional knowledge to bounce off of your staff.
Also shows the positive moves Tennessee has made financially. If
Yes.
not anywhere else under Dave Hart, you do have more money to start hiring guys like that, which you wouldn't have had 5 years ago when you had no slush fund. Bob Hodge, John Currie's deal, let's go ahead and put this up. John Currie's deal starts at $900,000 per year, ends in year 5 at over $1 million per season. $900,000 ties the ADs at Arkansas and Texas A&M for 3rd in the SEC behind Vandy and Florida. Too much for Currie, or is it market value?
No, I think it's at the University of Tennessee, it's market value. I think Tennessee, if you look at it, #2 in football wins, #2 in basketball wins. You are one of the premier schools, and I think that's the reason you've got to pay premier money, and I think it is market value for him.
Okay, I think we're back on time, which means, thank you, Mark, for being with us today. Appreciate it as always. Which means when we come back, we're going to tell you, would we have made this hire? Knowing what we know, would we have hired John Currie? Come on back.